not intended for one hater, but all haters. Haters make me famous. Haters make me famous. Haters make me famous. Haters make me famous.
Called it my battleground. I'm on that center stage where suckers be talking that, but not to my face.
What's going on, everybody? Cap Nation Live, what's going on? Welcome. We're late. But you know it's going to be another great day. Busy day, nonetheless. Extremely busy day, which has me late to the filming party. What's going on, everybody? Glad to see you guys all conversing back and forth like good little boys and girls, behaving. Love to see it. Welcome, everybody. Cappers Nation Live. Woo! Gonna be breaking down some games, putting you guys on some good stuff, hopefully, and putting money in everybody's pocket, just like we've been doing on a daily basis, those daily free plays. Been lights out. 3-0 sweep yesterday for the personal plays. Premium plays win yet again yesterday. Soccer had a winning day. But every direction you looked was a winning day. Congrats to absolutely everybody. We did drop the free play in here on Virginia, unfortunately. But like I said, if they are cold or can't knock down a three, it will be over before it was even written in the first half. And hopefully you guys took that information, and when you seen them sucking early, hopefully you at least took the over, if not a live bet on Florida State, which I did. How about those Clippers yesterday on the money line? Changing from a minus 150 when they decided to sit Leonard and George one more time, to all the way to plus 160 right before tip-off, and then literally as they had a 1-point lead, they were plus 240 on the money line. Absolutely smacking them around yesterday. The books, that is. Made some second half and live wagers on the Clippers yesterday. That was a lot of fun. I posted a copy of them on Twitter. Picked up a nice $5,400 profit on just the second half and live wagers, courtesy of the old Clippers. Those are all on my Twitter. Posted it late last night. I took them live over 226.5 for 1,000, 1150 to win 1,000. Win. I took them over 107 points in the second half. Blowout winner, 1150 to win 1,000. I took the Clippers plus 6.5 in the second half. 1,050 to win 1,000. Winner. And then I also took them at plus 240 on the money line in the second half. Squeaked that one through. 1,000 to win 2,400. For a nice clean $5,400 extra profit on top of the 3-0 that we did, plus everything else, premium plays, and some other live wagers that I made in the NHL yesterday. It was a nice day yesterday. Smashing the books, and we're going to do it again today. Definitely, Jeff, we always need it. Can never get enough of it. Can never get enough of it, and we'll do it again today. It's okay, you can kick me in the knee for picking Virginia. Then you can kick yourself in the nutsack for not taking my advice about it being over before it wrote and not hedging live on Florida State and reading between the lines. But UFC again this weekend. Oh my Lord. I cannot wait. Curtis Blades and Derek Lewis headlining the main event this weekend. Oh my Lord, the heavyweight action is going to be insane. Charles Rosa back in action this weekend. Alexei Olink back in action. Phil Hughes, Haas, however you pronounce his name, back in action. It's going to be a good UFC event. FC coming off that monster UFC card. Arlovsky fighting on the undercard, the prelim card, believe it or not, against Tom Aspinall. That should be a crazy heavyweight battle right there. Luis Pena's fighting. Oh my Lord, what a stacked card. And it's not even a pay-per-view. To be honest, I believe this card, Casey O'Neill, 5-0. She getting women's flyweight chance there. Sergey Spivak fighting. This is an absolute stacked fight for something that's going to be on ESPN+. Oh my Lord. I absolutely cannot wait for that one. Anthony, you are 100% correct about that. Says the money is never enough when you're taking it from the books. That's a 100% true statement right there. Do I have any soccer parlay today? Myself personally, no. Just what's in the soccer package. Just what's in the soccer package. Just the plays there. By the way, the soccer package has been buy 3 days, get 3 days free. That is ending tonight. So if you think your package is going to be ending soon, or you're not on and you want to take advantage of that, buy 3 days of soccer, get 3 days free. That ends tonight, folks. That ends tonight. Premium plays are posted on the website. NHL is posted on the website. Alex said this should have been a pay-per-view. I agree. No doubt about it. We are very blessed with this card, let me tell you. See a lot of you guys talking about the Missouri game. We'll take a look at that one. That we will. That we will. Even the next UFC event at the end of the month on the 27th. Jairzinho Rozenstruik. Another heavyweight battle. UFC 259. Blachowicz against Adesanya. That's going to be an amazing pay-per-view event. Amanda Nunes can kick the snot out of Megan Anderson. Aljamain Sterling, Peter Yan. Man, we actually, Drew Dauber fighting. Oh, man, we have some stacked, absolute stacked UFC cards over the next 5-6 weeks. Unbelievable. Danny Lopez, yes, there will be a members-only video later on today. And let's talk about members-only videos and members-only live shows. Because apparently a lot of you guys don't know the difference between the Cap Nation member and the Cap Nation family membership. There are two memberships here on YouTube. You either purchase a $9.99 one for $9.99 or a $14.99 membership. The $9.99 only gets you about access to about half of the content that we produce for members only. Shapendi, you're very welcome. Very nice hit there. For everybody that's on the Cap Nation family membership, you have access to all the exclusive content. So when you log in and you see that you're a Cap Nation member, you pay $9.99 a month, but you don't have access to the video. Either one, you're going to the wrong place, or two, if it tells you you don't have access to it, that means you bought the wrong one. Means you need the higher one for $14.99. However, today's video will be available to all Cap Nation family members. If you're not a Cap Nation family member, you can do so by clicking the join button right down below. Starts out at $9.99 a month, but I definitely recommend the $14.99 a month because you get over double what you get. Members only discounts that pop up from time to time. If you don't know about them, it's because you're not part of it. But you can click the join button down below. You can click the $sign in the comment section, or you can click the link that I just posted there or the link in the description. K-Diggs, as far as upgrading, I don't know, brother. It seems pretty easy. If you're trying it on a phone, try it on a computer. If you're trying it on a phone, try it on a computer. We'd love to have you on part of the family side. But again, today's video will be available to absolutely everybody that's a Cap Nation family or Cap Nation member, excuse me. Yeah, Justin said, as far as the members-only discounts goes, and shall not speak of it. We had a couple people slip up yesterday. If you guys want those perks and privileges to remain in the club, they need to stay in the club. Right, Justice, I agree. Thank you, Shapendi. Shapendi says, get the members-only live stuff. You'll make your money back on the first day. Generally speaking, so. Steven Sanchez says, soccer 3x3 gone. Totally forgot to purchase yesterday. No, soccer ends tonight. The 3x3 for soccer ends tonight. You can still get it. Buy it as many times as you like. Buy 3 days, get 3 days free. There's a link to it there. Seth says, don't waste your time with the $9.99. Make some money and join the family for $14.99. I agree there, Seth. That one I agree. That one I agree. Duke, yeah, definitely can't beat it. And check your account, brother. You should be good to go. And congrats on winning that promo. Congrats on winning a week of premium plays. I believe it's in your account. If not, it should be shortly. I know they were working on it. I know they were working on it. Dayton and Rhode Island today. Should be a good game right there. That should be a good game. Give me 1 second, folks. One quick second. Alrighty. So what we're going to do today, we're going to jump right into some game day breakdowns. Aaron says, good morning. Is FC going to do a 3x3 for UFC? You know, that I don't know. That I don't know, Aaron. I will find out. I'll ask him if he'll do it again. Yeah, the month for $74.99 doesn't include any of the max fight picks. But I will definitely find out if he'll do a 3x3 again. 3x3 is definitely worth it. I don't see why he wouldn't. It's been a while since he's had it up there. So, I'll ask. I'll ask if he'll do it, Aaron. Chris says, hey, Kyle, miss you when you were on your trip. I did enjoy the videos from the captaincy of the RV, though. Did you have a good time? I had a great time. Rumor is we might not go camping there, but go camping in the Colorado River with my parents, meet up my parents. My parents are retired and always travel around in their giant motorhome. They make ours look small, and mine's not that small, but they make ours look tiny. Reading the comments. Matt, no, I did not watch the end of the Chattanooga game yesterday. I did not see the end of it myself personally, no. Can't say that I did. Can't say that I did. Alrighty. It is about that time, folks. By the way, soccer is already posted. I had a couple people ask me if it's posted. Soccer is posted. Everything is posted. My personal plays are out early this morning. We're ready to rock and roll. Champions League is back. Man, it's going to be a fun day today. I'll probably go over the Georgia and Missouri game. Probably go over that one. I don't see why we won't. We will start off with that Northern Illinois and Akron game for you guys. That's where we will start today. Little early action. Because I know there's some of you that see a game that starts early and you're going to fire on it regardless of the fact that Akron's laying 16.5 at 2 p.m. Eastern time. We will take a look at that one. Full disclaimer, don't have $1 on that game. Chris B, are your personal plays going 3+3 now? No, they're not. The only thing that's buy 3, get 3 free is soccer, and that ends tonight. Let's see something real quick. Peter wants to know how everybody feels about Nebraska and taking the 9.5. We'll try and take a look at all the games. Not all, but as many as we can today. Don't know if we'll be able to. Yesterday I put out 3 personal plays. We had the over in the Murray State game to an easy smashing victory. Eastern Kentucky, and then the Clippers on the money line. Winner, winner, winner all the way around. Premium plays, the only one we lost was the Pacers. Laying 5.5, we hammered the Utah Jazz, as well as Chattanooga on the money line, minus $1.19 to a nice big victory yesterday. Chapetti wins March Madness package getting posted. That I don't know. I would imagine in a week or 2 or 3. You know, conference tournaments seem to be running a tad bit late. Some of them a little bit later than normal. Let's see here. Even the Big Ten doesn't start until March 10th. So they seem to be starting about a week late. Alrighty. You guys see that Jalen Johnson from Duke opting out of the rest of the season to forego the draft? Or foregoing the rest of the season to focus on the draft? It's a big change right there for Duke, losing one of their big key players. All right, before we jump into this one, Bitcoin popped 50K yesterday, or excuse me, this morning. Went to a high of 50,645. It's hovering around 48,775 right now. See just how far high, how high this one will go today. Probably tank like a rock, which it seems to look like it's doing. Nathan says, time to bet against Coach K again. Yeah, definitely. I don't see why not. He's definitely a dumpster fire when it comes to coaching this year. All right, so popping up the information for the Akron game, which we'll be taking a look at first. Again, relatively small board, not a huge board for a Tuesday. But a good one. Just like yesterday, there wasn't many games on the board yesterday, and I told you guys, those were days that I love. We picked our spots, and we hammered home some monster games yesterday. Taking a look at Northern Illinois, they're plus 15.5, minus 108. On the road, catching 15.5. Akron laying 15.5, a minus 1,400 money line favorite. Total set over and under 135 and 1/2 points, minus $1.17. Northern Illinois just 2-11 on the year. The Huskies have won just 2 games. They have already beat Akron. They beat them 67-65 on their own home court. They're going to travel on the road to Akron, Ohio, to try and face them today. One of the 2 teams that they have already beat. Chicago State was the other team that they beat. They've lost to Kent State, Ball State, Miami, Ohio, Bowling Green. Everybody. Everybody with the exception of Chicago State and Akron. They did just get a 22-point ass-kicking by Kent State, which was a team that Akron not beat just, 11 days ago by 11 points, 72-61. They are coming off a big win over Miami of Ohio, 83-76. Akron 12-4 on the year, 10-3 in conference play there in the Mid-American Conference. Penny Kyle, I'm going to invest in the money in the stock market. Can you be my advisor, right? I'm not a licensed financial advisor for your stock investing. However, I have some good advice every now and then. But always do your own due diligence when it comes to investing. The Zips guys have been riding high. They have lost 1 game out of their last 9. And it was to Toledo losing 91-76. When you start taking a look at the side-by-side action, obviously not much to be able to compare between both teams. When you take a look at Northern Illinois, and you take a look at the Huskies, you see a lot of red. When you take a look at Akron, you see a little bit of green right there. Not much red at all, especially on the defensive side of things. They have the number 3 offense based on adjusted efficiencies in the Mid-American Conference, and they have the number 2 defense. Northern Illinois, regardless of the fact that they already beat them by 2 points once this year, they're going to have their hands full. All right, every dog has its day, and I think they had it just the other day. Northern Illinois, the Huskies, hitting just 44% from the field. Fast Freddy says, Akron is a lock. Yes, zip lock it in the bag. The Huskies hitting 33% from out deep, 42% conversion of their 2-point plays, just 42%. They are a 58% free throw shooting team. And then you've got Akron hitting 55% from the field, 36% of all their 3-point plays, 55.6% conversion of all their 2-point attempts, every jump shot, layup, and dunk. And they're a 71.8% free throw shooting team. 2-foul participation favors Akron. They're in at 18% compared to the 36.7% for Northern Illinois. Height advantage over almost a full 1.5 inches, believe it or not. Height advantage for Northern Illinois. They are the bigger team. As far as this one goes, I do believe you're going to have to rely on the Akron defense to shut Northern Illinois down. Do they shut them down completely? No. No, I do not think they shut them down this game. I think there's probably quite a few points scored in this game. As far as the side goes, I just don't know if I can back Akron laying 15.5 points. 15.5 is a lot. It's been since they beat Ball State back on January 30th, since they really slaughtered a team, and they beat Ball State by 32. They did beat Eastern Michigan by 21. But lately, since they ran into Toledo and getting their butts kicked, the 2 bounce-back games against Kent State and Miami of Ohio, they've actually beat Kent State by 11 and Miami of Ohio by 7. So 2 wins with a combined 18 points. Don't know if that's going to be enough for me to want to take Akron and laying 15.5. The fact that this is a revenge game, they did lose, to them earlier in the season, lost by 2 points back on January 12th. I know Akron will definitely be looking to just absolutely pummel them and get that win right back. However, 15.5 is definitely a lot of points to lay, especially on a team like Akron. So for me, I'm going to say I'm going to stay off the side. Obviously, I would take Akron. If you guys forced me to pick a side, I would say Akron. However, I'm going to stay off the side and focus on the total here. What's going on there to our fellow Russian says, what are we talking about? We're talking about college basketball, Northern Illinois and Akron. Privyet. So as far as this one goes, the side I'm going to stay away from, as far as the total goes, I do lean towards the total here. I do lean towards the over 135.5. I think they hit it. I don't think they hit it by a country mile, though. I don't think it's going to be some whopper or anything like that. But I do lean towards the over 135.5. And I do like the over 64 in the first half as well. And those are just leans. Those are small leans. And for everybody that doesn't know, I'll give out leans to you guys. Nathan, what's going on, shipmate? And I will give out a lean to you guys. And it's basically one way that I'm leaning towards or a direction. Doesn't necessarily mean that I'm betting it. Doesn't necessarily mean that I'm betting it, but it's there to help you guys, put you guys in the right direction of a game. Read Russian, speak Russian, maybe a little. Maybe the bad words. Where's our brother from Mother Russia? Remember him? He was here during the beginning of football season. But again, back to the Northern Illinois and Akron game. I lean towards Akron. Laying the 15.5, but again, I'm not going to bet it. J-Rock says, I always have good advice. If I'm wrong, it was rigged, right? If we're wrong, it was rigged. But again, lean towards the over as well as the first half over as well. Right, Fast Freddy. By the way, Fast Freddy, I know you emailed in or texted me. I don't know if you saw my reply about my game of the week tomorrow. If you're still looking for it, it's still up there. Game of the week for myself is tomorrow. Penny, you remember him? He'd always come in, hello from Mother Russia, right? I'm sure he'll pop back up. I believe he's actually a exclusive YouTube member as well. Alrighty. So we're going to keep plugging along here and see how many of these that we can get through today. Jace, what's going on, brother? What is going on? Alrighty, next one that we're going to do. Next game that we're going to take a look at, because we're going to bounce around from time to time. Do we bet on soccer? Absolutely. We have a soccer package. Soccer went 2-1-1 yesterday to a nice little winning day. But yeah, GCP 16, we definitely bet on soccer. Absolutely. We're going to take a look at the Providence and UConn game next. Albert Rodriguez is 157 here and only 64 thumbs ups. Come on, people. It takes 0.03 seconds. I do agree. If you guys haven't done so yet, do us a huge favor. Hit that thumbs up video or hit that thumbs up button in our video. That way we can get our video trending on YouTube. One thing that I've always said, the bigger we make this, the more I'll be able to do for you guys absolutely free. And that's what we keep doing. Keep expanding, keep doing other stuff. Give me 1 second, folks. Just checking an account here. Alrighty. We had college football this last Saturday. You know, there is college football. I don't know how much of it will be playing. Or, you know, Tarleton State, New Mexico State. I don't know how much of, you know, some of these games that we'll be playing. Dixie State, New Mexico State. We'll see. We'll see when things pop up, what happens, and all of that stuff. Chapenny says Barcelona all day. Champions League today, absolutely. We do have 2 plays in the Champions League. Albert says if we get 100 likes, Kyle will reward us. More like 150. Well, I reward you guys every day. But yes, keep smashing it. Keep smashing it. But what I like to see is I like to see when people actually join the YouTube exclusive side, get their name in green, get that badge, get access to the Air Fryer Nation, get access to Cap Nation, get access to that members-only content that will be dropping today. There will be a members-only video that drops today. If you're not part of our YouTube channel, the exclusive side, it's $9.99 a month up to $14.99, which is the much better bang for your buck. You get over double the exclusive content. All you have to do is click the join button, the $ down below, or the link in the description or the link in the comment section, and it'll take you right to it. But we do have a members-only video that is dropping later today. And again, if you have access and you have that air fryer emoji, if you have the Cap Nation Brinks truck, back it on up. Let's show it. Spam the live chat. Let's see it, boys and girls. Never is not sure exactly how many. Haven't really paid too much attention to it. Believe it when I see it type of thing. You know what I mean? Chef Christopher Payer says, yellow baby, yep, you got your badge in gold. Absolutely. Absolutely. Eric, thank you for that comment you just posted on YouTube. Much appreciated. All right, so next one that we're going to take a look at, we are going to take a look at the UConn game coming up next. Providence at UConn. Providence comes in catching 5.5 on the road. Nathan says 150 likes only if you do only one more trip before March Madness. I probably will have just one, Nathan, just one trip, maybe. That's a maybe before March Madness. Absolutely. Absolutely. And if I do it, it'll probably be end of next week or early in the week after that. We'll see. UConn laying 5.5 minus 106, which means you can get them at laying 5 minus $1.16 with a total over and under 131.5. Prince John de Guzman says, yo, Master Kyle, please make the video and the live stream earlier. You have so many listeners here in Asia. I appreciate that. I know we do. I try and put out the members or the daily free play early in the evening, the day before. Last night I was busy with my little one. Went out and played some soccer in the backyard, and I know I shouldn't be doing it. And let me tell you, I'm limping this morning. Of course, my knee was feeling better, and went out and was playing a little soccer in the backyard with my 5-year-old, kicking the ball around and letting her chase me and dribble the ball and all of that stuff. And woke up this morning paying the price for it. But anyways, I wasn't coming back into the office. I normally try and get that video out before I leave the office, or I'll come back real quick and film and drop the video off so the guys in the office at night can post it. So I'll try and, keep the videos coming out a little earlier. As far as the live shows go, I'm out here on the West Coast, and it's early when I go live. It's 7, 8 o'clock in the morning when we go live. I know, our fellow, overseas people are a lot later in the evening time because they're ahead of us. So I do apologize for that, but I try and do it as early as possible each and every single day. And today I was just running late. Today I was running late because I did not come in last night and film. It's the whole residual effect of not filming at night. But I appreciate each and every single one of our listeners, far and away. Let me tell you. Go figure. Yesterday I do bet Virginia to win the national championship. For some reason I was trying to bet 3,000 on it to win 75,000. They were plus 2,500. They were plus 2,200, and then right before game time, they switched to plus 2,500. Incidentally enough, they're plus 2,800 right now. But I did put 2 wagers on Virginia to win it all. I tried doing, 3,000. It wouldn't let me. It said it was maxed out at 1,000. So I tried doing 1,000 and it wouldn't let me. But then it allowed me to do $999.99. So, and of course this morning, they're 300 higher. They're plus 2,800 after losing yesterday. But hey, plus 2,800 versus plus 2,500. I'm still in for the plus 2,500 for 2K to win 50K on Virginia to back-to-back win it all. I still got faith in them. And remember, what happens yesterday doesn't really matter. All that matters is what's going to happen in the tournament itself. And for that one, I'm looking forward to. Definitely looking forward to. So, but I was going to post them. And if you guys want to ride alongside of me and you haven't already bet them, plus 2,800 on BetOnline is pretty damn smoking if you ask me. It's pretty damn good if you ask me. But here's a copy of my 2 future bets. And I'll be honest with you, if they get to the tournament and they get deep in the tournament, I will probably start hedging at one point to try and win some of my money back, to at least cover my bets. Only if they make it late in the tournament. Final, the Elite 8, Final 4-ish. But here's a copy of my 2 wagers. And hopefully we take Bet Online to the cleaners. Thomas G, you bet him at plus 2,500. Yeah, I woke up, I saw it at plus 2,800. I was a little disappointed that I bet him a little, that they didn't come through yesterday. But hey, it's okay. Seth says he was running late because he only lost 1 game. Had to count his racks. Takes time. It definitely takes time to count the money. That's for sure. Bad game for Virginia. And, again, like I said, what happens in the regular season doesn't matter. As long as they make the dance, which they will, that's all that matters. As long as they're in it and the future's alive in the actual tournament, that's all that matters. So I think Creighton was plus 2,800 as well. I know we talked about them as, being a sleeper as well. So there's 2 nice futures on one team, and hopefully we're celebrating. Somebody asked about a Cap Nation meet and greet in Vegas. It's possible. I'm weighing the options due to COVID and all of that stuff. I'm not sure it's the right thing to do. But again, we need to be able to live our lives and all of that stuff. But I know there's been some people that have been severely affected by it. And I don't know if it's right to do something during all of this as far as like the company goes. Now, I've had the first round of the vaccination. So I feel, I'll feel safer myself once I get the second shot here soon. But other than that, we'll see. There's always a possibility for something. What do I think about J.J. Watt possibly going to the Browns? Wherever he wants to play and go, he'll probably be able to. Game says, let's have a Cappers super spreader party, right? No, I don't want to be any part of that. I've got family that have been affected. I've got friends that have had close family affected by it. My mother-in-law's got a lung disease. If I brought it home somehow to her, I'd be heartbroken. Matt, I did not say that I would break down that game, but I will. Yeah, we've had quite a few here that have been affected by it that I know about. But I'd love to. We were supposed to this last year, and we didn't. Have a cold beer now. You've had the preliminary shot, right? So the problem is, I know some of you guys are coming in around the 19th. Some of you guys are coming in around the 26th, 27th, and all of that stuff. So we'll see. We'll see what comes of it. It'll be if we do something. If we do something, it'll definitely be last minute. But I'd love to be able to do something for everybody. We'll see though. We'll play it by ear and see. All right, so let's take a look at the next one. Providence at UConn. Providence 11-10 on the year, looking to do some damage on the road. 6:30 Eastern time game. This one will be on Fox Sports 1 for everybody looking for a little action they can bet on and watch at the same time. But if you guys are planning on going to Vegas, do me a favor, post in the comment section what the dates that you're planning on being there are. I know I probably can't meet everybody's schedule, but if there's a possibility to be able to, definitely will. Providence coming in plus 5.5. UConn laying 5.5 minus 106, which means, like I said earlier, you can get them laying 5 minus $1.16. Over and under 131.5. First half numbers: Providence, UConn over and under 62, with UConn laying 3. The race to 20. UConn minus 192. Almost worth seeing if Providence jumps out to an early lead there for a monster plus 140 in that race. Taking a look at Providence, guys, 11-10 on the year. They are riding a 2-game win streak. Happens to be against DePaul and UConn, who they just beat 70-59 on their own home court. Here they are. They're going to travel on the road to face UConn for the back-to-back. Nathan says, I think you're right, Kyle. I might have 10 next year. You know, again, back to that subject. You know, I just don't know if it's morally right for us to throw an event, even if it's on the side event type of thing. You know what I mean? Just because of everything that's going on. So keep in mind, Providence already smashed UConn, beat them by 11, 70-59. They're 7-8 there in the Big East Conference. And then you've got UConn. 9-5 on the year for the Huskies. 6-5 in conference play. Matt says, nobody's talking crap, LOL. It's just what you're saying isn't correct. I don't know who you're referring to. Don't know who you're referring to or what part of the conversation I missed there. But that one must not involve me. UConn coming off a 80-72 winner over Xavier. They just beat them by 8 on the road. Here they are after a 2-game road trip. 1 to Providence, losing. Then back, on the road against Xavier. They come back home. They have lost their last home game. They lost their last home game against Seton Hall, 80-73. They did lose at home to St. John's, 74-70. They lost in overtime to Creighton at home, 76-74. Home court advantage for UConn used to be a thing that was cherished. They had a 4.0 home court advantage ranking, which made it the 17th toughest place to play there in the Gamble Pavilion. Fact is they've lost 3 out of their last 5 home games, and they've only played 7 home games. They're 3-4 at home, and a couple of them are gimme games against the likes of Central Connecticut and Hartford. Granted, no fans. Probably plays a small part in it, but if you can't win on your own home court consistently, you're going to struggle when you're playing a quality team. Now, is Providence a quality team? They've played 21 games. They're above 500. They are under that in conference play. They're 7-8, but they do play in a tough conference. When you take a look at their numbers, and Providence has played 15 conference play games to UConn's 11. Taking into consideration just conference play only numbers, the numbers that you see are actually very similar in most categories. Now, UConn leads the way in a few categories, like offensive rebounds. They're number 1 when it comes to offensive rebounds in the Big East Conference. 33.7% of all the rebounds are offensive rebounds. Providence is not far behind them. They're still above the Division I average at 29.4%. Both are hitting 48% from the field. Both are hitting 35% from three-point range. Both are hitting 46% of all their two-point plays. They have a jump shot, layup, and dunk. Both are a 71% free throw shooting team. Both go to the bench for nearly 30% of their total minutes. There's no real height advantage. Maybe a quarter inch on average per player. Nothing. As far as the 2-foul participation, There's a definite advantage for UConn, as they're in it only 12% of the time. Compared to the team of Providence, that's in it 36% of the time. So there's definite advantage for UConn when it comes to the 2-foul participation. That's for sure. Give me 1 second, folks. One quick second. All right, where'd my live chat go? DA Sports, what's going on, buddy? All righty. Interesting. Okay, so Games and Games says, who needs TV when you've got the chat, right? Don't know what I missed in the comments section. I'm not sure I want to know. Nathan, he's supposed to be a game time decision. He's supposed to be a game time decision with his elbow. I know he didn't play Saturday. He didn't play last Wednesday. And supposed to be a game time decision. Let me check one other avenue to see. I don't know. I haven't seen anything completely ruling him out, but again, game time decision. Oh, Brent, he's been with family. Give me 1 second, folks. Okay. Don't know what I missed in the chat. Somebody give me the Cliff Note version. Somebody give me the Cliff Note version of what did I miss. All righty. Arguing over the Xavier game. Who's on what side? That's what I'd like to know. Spending nothing. All right, so back to the UConn and Marquette game. Got a little sidetracked. Fighting over who the better team is? Interesting. Right, Nathan? Might have to put somebody else in Edwards' spot for the time being. Hey, you know, the one thing that we don't do here is we don't insult other members or viewers. That's the one thing you guys want to argue and disagree over the side of the game. By all fucking means, argue about it. But one thing that we won't do is we won't insult our other members. If somebody does it, they'll get the boot. That's for sure. If you run a Twitter service, or whatever you want to call it these days, be lucky that you're here. But don't try and promote your own channel. That goes for everybody. It's about the two things we don't tolerate besides talking politics and religion. Thomas, I didn't get hit with 13 inches of snow, but we did get smacked with 64-degree weather yesterday. It was cold yesterday, 64 degrees. Andrew, what's going on, brother? Yeah, free plays probably well over 60%, especially as of late. Duke says he'd do it, but he'd be flushing everybody down the toilet, right? All Brent says Cliff Notes, Shane doesn't know anything. A few personal attacks rather than fun debate back and forth. That's too bad. But again, I don't care if you guys argue, disagree on a play, don't like it. It's the one thing that we won't do is insult other members. Seth says, shut up, it was negative 13 this morning. Thomas says, that's effed up, Kyle. I'm sure you're so upset. I was. A lot of ice in Connecticut. I was breaking out the flip-flops and the shorts. You guys can see I got a nice little tan rolling from the lake. But I want you to, and I'll be honest, I got a dry suit. Finally, my dry suit for wake surfing finally came in the mail. I finally got it when I returned. And I tried it on. That sucker was like choking me out. But it fits perfectly. And the surf boat is calling my name. That water is still cold. Still cold in the 50s. But it's supposed to be 80 degrees next week. 80 degrees next week. So you could probably find me surfing, assuming the swelling goes down. But anyways, back to the UConn and Providence game. And by the way, Nathan just dropped probably the best advice. My fellow shipmate just dropped the best advice. Just respect each other. It ain't that fucking hard to do. Seth says, can we all agree that Kyle's an ass for saying 60s is cold? Right? No snow here. All right, so back to Providence, back to UConn. You know, offensive numbers, extremely comparable. You know, UConn's defense, it's top-notch. It really is. You know, however, Providence defending the three ball, they're number one in their conference, limiting teams to just 29% shooting. You guys crack me up. Offensive-wise, both teams are very comparable. Slight advantage, you know, two-foul participation for, you know, Connecticut because Providence is in it 36% of the time. As far as this game goes, I'd like to say I like UConn with the get back. This would be a game that I would have to literally wait until the last minute to bet. And I would be checking to find out if James Bouknight is going to be playing. If Bouknight is going to be playing, then I would probably lean towards Connecticut, laying 5, minus $1.16. That's with Bouknight. Or Boo Knight, however he pronounces his name. But one thing that I do like the over in this game. I do like the over in this game. I know they got only to 129 in the last meeting. But I think they get a little more out of it after this meeting over, so I do lean towards the over. But again, this is a small lean on this one. I think there's a lot of better games out there. Shane says UConn still wins with or without him. I think they have an opportunity to win. As far as covering the spread, in my opinion, I would like it much better if he was playing. They're minus 240 on the money line. So those are my leans on this one. And again, I'm going over this. A couple people asked me for this game. I don't have $1 on this one. I don't have a play on this one. Jeff, apparently you missed a lot. Apparently you missed a lot. I don't know what went down or what happened, but apparently there was some arguing going on back and forth in the chat. And I was hoping you were there so you could fill me in. Marlo says, UConn breaks my heart. UConn seems to break hearts a lot. They seem to be breaking hearts every now and then. Right when you least expect it, too. Let's see here. Alrighty. Shane John says, damn, I'm trying to work and miss the bickering. I don't know where the bickering came from. I missed it too, apparently. I missed all the fun stuff, apparently, as well. I know, Matt. I know it wasn't anything serious. I could comment. I will tell you one thing that I do like. I do like the race to 20 for Providence at plus 140. I kind of like that. And I'm not a race to 10 or race to 20 kind of guy. But I do like Providence in the race to 20 at plus 140. I'll probably have a small fun little wager on that one. Shane says he remember when he got his first timeout. I remember when we used to use timeouts for fun. One second, folks. Okay. So, the next game that we're going to look at, we're going to try and speed these up because we got a little off topic here. Jay Landon. Woo! Right? The Tijuana Turtles. Duke says, what did the five fingers say to the face, right? All right, you guys can move on from that one. Just let it go. Just let it go. As Elsa says on Frozen, let it go. All right? Move on. Before I have to start handing some bans and timeouts and flushing some accounts down the shitter. We don't want that. Tijuana Turtle Racing is where it's at. If you've never been, then you're really, really, really missing out. It's in the back of Adelitas. If you don't know what that is, well, you really, really, really missing out as well. Seth says he just burned his hand on a steering wheel, probably from it being too cold. All right, so we're going to take a look at the Florida and Arkansas game next. Florida and Arkansas coming up next. Good old Florida and Arkansas coming your way. Gaines says, remember up your butt around the corner, right? Sticks and stones will break your bones. Never says group hug, right? All you guys need to group hug it out. Yes, and if you guys haven't done so, hit that thumbs up button. Don't Google the Tijuana Turtle Racing, right? DA Sports says Hong Kong is better than Adelitas. I've been to Hong Kong a few times. I don't know about that one. I don't know about that one. Although I did have fun in Hong Kong. That I did. All right, next matchup coming up. The marquee matchup of the day, Gators and the Razorbacks going down 7 p.m. Eastern Time on ESPN2. They're at the Bud Walton Arena in Fayetteville, Arkansas. You got the Gators 10-5 on the year, coming off their loss to South Carolina, losing 72-66. 6-4 there in the SEC conference play, going up against the 16-5 Razorbacks. They're 8-4 in conference play. K-Diggs, nothing on the board, brother. Nothing on the board. Arkansas winners of 3 straight. I had to play like referee here from some like matchmaking that was going on. Games and Games says I was walking around Switzerland and Alcoholis yesterday. Take me back, right? I was riding my Peloton on the streets of Lima, Peru, like I was walking back in the day, back in my Navy days. You guys crack me up. Arkansas, 16-5, 8-4 in conference play. Winners of 3 straight, beating Missouri, Kentucky, Mississippi State. They did lose to Oklahoma State. They did win against Mississippi, Vandy, and Auburn. They also have lost to Alabama, LSU, Tennessee, and Missouri. Those are their 5 losses. They've won 6 out of their last 7 games. They have not lost since January 30th. When you take a look at the side-by-side comparison between both teams, you're going to see a lot of green on the offensive side of things. A lot of green. You know, the Gators have the 18th best offense based on adjusted efficiencies in all of Division I. Arkansas comes in 31st. When you take a look at the just SEC numbers, you've got the number 3 and the number 5 offense, and then the number 4 defense in Arkansas, number 8 defense in Florida. Going to be banging heads on the court today. You got Florida hitting 53% from the field, 36% from out deep, 52.4% conversion of all their 2-point plays, 71.6% conversion of their free throws from the charity stripe. One thing that Arkansas does exceptionally well is their free throw shooting. You put them on the line and they're going to hurt you. 76% conversion from the charity stripe. 48.5% conversion of all their two-point plays. 33% conversion from three-point range, which is a 10th below the Division I average. And they're hitting 49% from the field, over 1.2% lower than the Division I average. Chris B says, I saw a funny meme the other day about Peloton owners. You could ride the bike without posting everything that you do, right? Food in Hong Kong was good. Food in Hong Kong was good, although the food in Shanghai was a lot better. When you compare these two teams, first of all, Florida will not participate in the two-foul participation. They're less than 1%. Arkansas in at 18.6%, so right below the cusp of where you really start to see it factor in. Both go to the bench for over 30% of their total minutes played. Both rely on that three ball for nearly 28%, 27.4% of their total points scored will be from three-point range for Arkansas, 28.2% for Florida. The big difference is Arkansas relying on that free throw at 20% of their total points coming from the charity stripe. But I would too at 76% free throw shooting. No doubt about it. Two of the faster-paced teams in college basketball. Arkansas coming in at 15.8 seconds on average per possession, 16.1 for Florida, although they slowed it down about a half a second per possession in conference play, Florida that is. As far as the side on this game goes, you know, you got Florida coming in, catching 4.5 on the road. Arkansas laying 4.5. They're a minus 190 favorite. Over and under set high at 151.5. First half number is set at 71. Three of the last four Gators games have gone, actually, two of the last four Gators games have actually hit 150. They had the Vandy game that hit 149. As far as Arkansas goes in their high-flying offense, keep in mind that Mississippi State game was a 61-45 final. Three of their last four games all eclipsed the 150-point mark. However, there's 167 points in the Missouri game, but that involved overtime as well. As far as this one goes, yes, Arkansas has the better record. Florida has some quality wins, beating Tennessee, beating West Virginia, beating Georgia, Vandy, beating Ole Miss, beating LSU, beating Boston College. Taking a look at Florida's losses, they lost to Florida State, Alabama, Kentucky, who Arkansas was able to beat. They lost to Mississippi State and then South Carolina. As far as this one goes, I think this is going to be a close game. Arkansas has won 3 straight. They've won 6 out of their last 7. They've lost 1 game at home, and it was to Missouri where they lost 81-68. Other than that, their game against Auburn was a very close win at home. They won by 2 at home. And other than that, they've been blowing teams out at home. They're at the Bud Walton Arena. They do get a 4.1 home court advantage, which makes it the 14th toughest place to play when at full capacity in all of Division I. I think you really have to hone in on some defensive numbers in this game. And while Florida's numbers don't appear to be as good on paper, when you start breaking it down, I think their defensive game can hang with them on the defensive side of things. They actually have a better number on average at defending everything. Every shot. The fact that Arkansas's turnover rate when on defense is a tad bit better, gives them the advantage on defense, but it's not enough from paper to the court to make a real big factor. An extra 2% is not going to be a major factor. If you had 100 turnovers in a game, which you would never have, you're talking 2 extra turnovers out of every 100. Not enough to swing me to say the Arkansas defense is that much better than Florida. Florida had a 4-game win streak, and they beat some quality teams: Tennessee, Georgia, Vandy, West Virginia. Then they lost at home against South Carolina. Taking a look at how they play, they beat West Virginia by 5 on the road. They beat Georgia by 8 on the road. They lost to Mississippi State and Alabama on the road. They beat Vandy on the road. They had an 8-point loss to Florida State on the road. I think they keep the number, or the game within the number, when it's all said and done. I do lean towards the dog here in Florida, plus the 4.5. As far as the over 151, man, I'd like to say I like the over. But as I always say, any stretch of a cold streak of shooting, it only takes 2 minutes with a total of 151.5 for the game to miss and go under. While I think that it probably goes over, I'm going to lean towards the over, but I'm going to stay away from it. I'm going to lean towards the over 151.5. But myself personally, I'm not going to bet it. I'll probably have a small wager on Florida, like a $300 wager, which is a tenth. For you guys that don't know, I put $3,000 on a premium play, $3,000 on a personal play. Sometimes I'll lean and I'll put $500 on a game or $300 on a game, which is a tenth. $300 is a tenth of what I normally bet. So I'll probably have a tenth of what I normally bet on Florida. We will take a look at the Missouri and Georgia game next. That is the next game that we're going to take a look at. I know a lot of you guys have asked me for that one. And I've been waiting to break down this game. I think this is going to be a great game to break down. Might even have a betting angle for you guys. If you guys haven't done so, do us a huge favor. Give us a big thumbs up in the video. Let us know you appreciate all the hard work that we do to bring you guys the content 7 days a week. Hit that subscribe button. Subscribe to the YouTube channel. That way you do not miss a beat on anything that we do. From the live shows 7 days a week to the daily free plays, which have been red hot. Hit that subscribe button. Tap that little bell. That way you get notified. Remember, there will be a members-only live show. Or not live show. Members-only video for all members today. That one will be posted a little bit later on today. That will be posted. Members-only video will be dropping a little bit later. There will be a members-only live show on Thursday. Okay, folks? Members-only live show Thursday. Members-only live show Thursday. Members-only live show Thursday. All right? Putting that out there. I was hoping to do a members-only live show for tomorrow, but we're not going to do a members-only live show tomorrow. We're going to do a members-only live show on Thursday. That will be available to all members, Cap Nation and Cap Nation family members as well. Okay? We're going to have a lot of content coming out for the YouTube exclusive side this week, so if you're not signed up for it, if you're betting our free plays, $9.99 a month or $14.99, you can't go wrong. K-Diggs, what time is it dropping? Don't know. Haven't filmed it yet. I'll film it shortly after we get off the live show here in a little bit. And then it takes about 45 minutes to get posted. It seems. YouTube seems to be slow. Chad, so I'm saying there's a members-only live show. Yes. Yes. Thursday. My game of the week is tomorrow, everybody. Game of the week is tomorrow. The package is on the website. play will be on the website more than likely later tonight or later this afternoon. So big game of the week tomorrow you don't want to miss out on. The combo package is back. The combo package is back. A week of premium plays, a week of my personal plays. Yes, you get a week of each. Guaranteed Saturday, the Sunday guaranteed play, as well as UFC Max Fight Pick for $300. And remember, today is the last day. Buy 3 days of soccer, get 3 days free. Mr. Sanchez, I see you signed up for that, sir. Yours will be doubled as well, from 3 days to 6 days. And I know you already had it today, so yours won't start until that one ends. Eric, what's the difference between the $9.99 and the $14.99? You get access to more with the $14.99. You get up to 2 members videos a week and up to 2 members live shows a week, whereas the other one's guaranteed 1-on-1. So the difference is you get about double the content for $5 more a month. Pretty fucking cheap if you ask me. All right, Missouri coming in lane 3 on the road against Georgia, catching 3. You can actually get 3.5 at -115 and keep it the same juice as Missouri. Seth S says, Eric, you win more money. That is a fact. You win more money for the family one at $14.99. K-Diggs, you can upgrade. I promise you can upgrade. You need to just, if you're trying an iPad or a phone, try your computer. Try your computer and do those same settings yet again. I promise you can do it. We've had many people do it. Matt says the $14.99 is the best. I can't talk to you. The best. All right, total on this one, over and under 152 is -107. The under 152 is -$1.13. K-Dick says the Missouri first half and over first half. Rich, what day was that again? Thursday? No, Tuesday. Eduardo Diaz, thanks for joining the family, brother. Thank you for joining the family, making the plunge to the family side. Glad to have you on board, brother. Glad to have you on board. Thomas says it will prorate you. It absolutely will. All righty. Diving into this one, Missouri's first half number, lane 2. All members give Eduardo a nice big warm welcome. Welcome to the Air Fryer Nation, the green side. Missouri laying 2 in the first half, over and under 72 in the first half as well. This will be on the SEC network at 7 p.m. Eastern time. Shane says Tuesday. Well, that's today. It's not today. It's Thursday. I was just fucking with him because he, I kept repeating myself saying Thursday. But no, not today. Members only video today. Members only video today. Missouri 13-5 on the year. 6-5 in conference play, coming off 2 straight losses. Losing to Arkansas 86-81 in OT. Losing to Mississippi. Losing to Ole Miss 80-59. I think I'm going crazy this morning. They get the Bulldogs today. They get old Georgia today. Missouri 6-5 there in the SEC conference play. The Bulldogs 12-8. Losers of 2 straight, 5-8 in conference play. Thank you, Eduardo. I definitely appreciate that, brother. Appreciate the support as well. Georgia has lost to Alabama and Tennessee. Before that, they were on a nice little 3-game winning streak, beating Vandy, Auburn, and Mississippi. They beat Mississippi by 10, 71-61, who just put the beat down on Missouri. Here they are at home. They have lost just 3 home games this year. 5 of their losses came on the road. The other 3 were at home. They lost to Mississippi State, Auburn, and Florida at home. Other than that, they've been near perfect since January 23rd at home. When you start taking a look at the numbers, let's take a look at the conference play only numbers. What you're going to see, you're going to see some pretty common numbers, some common ground here, with the exception of a few categories like two-foul participation, offensive rebounds. Turnover numbers are nearly the same. Shooting numbers are nearly the same. Free throw numbers, pretty much the same. Missouri, 50.4% from the field. Georgia, 51.2%. Offensive rebounds, this is where Georgia gets a major advantage. Missouri's in it just 26.8% of the time. Bottom of the pack in the SEC with offensive rebounds. Georgia, the second best offensive rebounding team in the SEC at 33.5%. Three-point shooting. Georgia leading the charge at 32.8%, 31.7% for Missouri. As far as what time the members-only video will be out, give it probably about an hour after this live show. Two-point shooting. Missouri hitting 52%. Georgia nearly the same, 52.1%. A tenth of a percent higher. Free throw shooting. Missouri a disaster at 66.5%. Georgia, not much more than a disaster or a dumpster fire. They are a couple percent above, 68.3%. Both go to the bench for nearly 30% of the total minutes played by bench personnel, 27.6% specifically for Georgia, 32.3% for Missouri. Two-foul participation definitely favors Missouri. They're in it 16% of the time, whereas Georgia's in it 41.9%, enough to round up and say 42% of the time. Height advantage, there's nearly a 2-inch full height advantage for the kids coming out of Missouri. They will definitely be the bigger team here. Both of these teams riding the losing streak. And boy, can they score. Boy, can both of these teams score. Taking a look at the time of possession. Again, two teams on the faster side. Georgia, 15.8 seconds, the fourth fastest in the SEC at getting a shot off. Missouri, middle of the pack at 16.9 seconds on average per possession. Mitch Oates, upgraded. There you go, Mitch. CK Diggs. Mitch can do it. Hey, Mitch, can you let the chat know how you upgraded from Cap Nation to the Cap Nation family membership? What did you have to do to be able to upgrade from one to the other? That way, K Diggs can upgrade as well, because I know he's been trying for a while. But again, welcome, Mitch, to the family side. I know you were on the Nation side, signing up the other day. Glad to have you, brother. Alex, what free play did I miss? You haven't missed a free play yet because I haven't given one, but there is a daily free play out yet. K Diggs wants to, says, what? K Diggs, a lot of people have done it. A lot of people have been able to. As far as this one goes, I'm going to go out on a limb here. As far as the side of the game goes, I think it's going to be very close. K Diggs, he probably did it on a computer. If you're using an iPhone or the YouTube app, I know you can't do it on the app, and I don't think you could do it on the phone. I think you have to do it on a computer. K Diggs, you got to go on the computer and go to youtube.com, not through the app or on a mobile device, I think. Missouri laying 3. I like Missouri in this situation, but I think this one's going to be extremely close. We appreciate each and every single one of our members and non-members as well. We appreciate all of you. Thomas was able to do it on an Android. I know Android you can. I don't think an iPhone you can. If you're on an iPhone and you want to upgrade from the Nation to the family, you need to do it on a computer. Pain in the ass, I know, but it'll be worth it once you do it. So while I do lean towards Missouri here, they're -3, minus $1.15. I think the play on this one, if I was going to do anything, would be Missouri on the money line. They're laying $1.60 on the money line. I think this one, is going to be a close game. I don't know if I necessarily want to lay it on a close game. But if you guys were asking me, because I had a lot of people ask me about this game specifically, hey, which one do you like? I like Missouri. I think they cover the 3, but again, I think it's going to be close, 3, 4, 5-point game. And if I'm wrong and it's a 1 or a 2-point game, I'd rather have mine on the money line. This is a 5 p.m. or 7 p.m. Eastern time game. I'll probably have a small amount on the money line. See, K-Diggs, Mitch did it on his computer. Thank you, Mitch. I appreciate that. Yeah, iPhone is not friendly for YouTube for as far as the membership goes. I appreciate you posting that, Mitch, letting everybody know. But one thing that I do like, I think in this matchup, now Georgia doesn't play a defense at all. Georgia's defense is pretty lackluster. But let's be honest, Missouri's offense is not much to brag about. They have the 10th best offense in the SEC. But if you take their all-year numbers, they actually have a quality offense. Their offense is actually rated 40th in all of Division I if you factor in all the stats, but I think it's way overrated. I think it's way overrated today. I think the game goes under. I think the game goes under. I think the line on this one is off anywhere from 9 to 11 points. DJ Ayers upgrading to the Cap Nation family. Welcome, DJ, to the nation, the family side. Welcome. Glad to have everybody upgrading to the nation. Or, excuse me, from the nation to the family side. That'll make sure that you guys get access to all the content that we put out. But again, under 152, minus 107. It's been a while since we've used the board. I've been stubborn, trying to punish the people that fast forward to the end, but the board is fun. So we're going to put it up there. Whoa. We'll get this one up there. We'll get it up there properly. There we go. There we go, folks. Missouri, Georgia, under 152 minus 107 is your free play. Steven Sanchez says the board's back in play, right? Lock it in. Lock it in. I do like the under. I do like the under in this one. I'm going to be betting that one. I'll probably have a small wager on Missouri on the money line as well. I'm not going to put that one up on the board, but I do like that one as a small wager, maybe a $300 to $500 wager for me, which is a 1/10 to a 1/6 of a bet. As far as that one goes. As far as that one goes. And something else that I like. And something else that I like that I'm going to put you guys on. I don't have time to break it down, but I am going to put you guys on it. Actually, I bet it before we were live. Let me make sure it hasn't changed at all. Shouldn't have at all. So what I want to know, here's the futures bet that I posted earlier on Virginia. Who's riding with me? If you get it now, you can get it at plus 2,800 Johnny upgrading. Welcome, Johnny. Welcome to the Cap Nation family side. Welcome, Johnny. See, it's cool to be green. If you're not green, do it and do it now. So here's a futures bet that I posted on Virginia. I bet this yesterday right before they ended up losing. They're actually plus 2,800 now. You can get a little bit better odds than I did. I made two $1,000 wagers, actually $999.99 to pay back $24,999.75 each. So round up and say $25K. I've got $2K to win $50K futures bets on Bet Online. And I'm hoping they go far enough in the tournament to give us a legitimate shot at cashing this, if not hedging for a profit as well. Alonzo says, I follow you on the futures. Now, don't go out and just, throw $1,000 or $2,000 on it like I did. Please always, guys, wager responsibly. If I find another option, for a good futures bet coming up, if I see something that I like, I think Virginia goes far in this tournament. I really do. What we saw yesterday is not going to be a big indication of what we see in the tournament. I really don't. Jess, I know sometimes you only have time to fast forward to the end. I know. But if it goes far enough in the tournament, I'll definitely take a hedge if it makes the final 8, or I'll probably consider right around the final 8. Depending, I would imagine Virginia will be favored in most of their games in the tournament. So it should give us an opportunity, hopefully. Seth, how do you hedge a future? Well, the way you hedge a future is once they're in the tournament, let's just say they make the Elite 8. If they make the Elite 8, all that's left is the Elite 8, the Final 4, and then the National Championship game, so 3 games. So depending on the odds, let's just say they're a favorite against a team on the Elite 8. You could take the other team on the money line at plus money, or you may have to lay a little juice depending if Virginia's the favorite or not. You can bet to win $2K on the next one, or on the other team. That way, if Virginia was to lose, you make your $2,000 back. Or if they were to lose, your Virginia bet is still valid, but you've lost $2,000 because you've hedged it. Or $2,000 or $2,000 plus juice, depending on what the line is. If they make the final 4, you have another hedge opportunity. If they're a favorite, again, you can lay, well, now you have $2,000 plus your $2,000, regular wager is mixed in there. So you have $4,000 invested. So now you could bet to win, if you want to break even, $4,000 on the other team, either a dog on the money line, or you may have to lay a little juice. You could always bet $4,000 plus if you want a little bit of profit at that time. Which I would probably do. I'll have $50K to work with before I give away all my profits. So there'll be an opportunity no matter what step of the way you go, if they make it far enough. That's if they make it far enough. Now, $50K to win $2K on $50K, I could probably technically, start hedging in the round of 16 if I wanted to. Or hell, you could probably do it in the round of 32, but you'd be really giving away a lot of your profits. You'd be giving away a lot of your profits at that point. I really think that, the advantage to be hedging would be right around the Elite 8, but it's definitely possible in other rounds as well. J-Rock says, how's Virginia win the national championship when they have to play USC? Hey, as long as it's in the Elite 8 or later on, Final 4 of the national championship game, it don't matter. I don't care if they win. If I get a hedge opportunity, that's all that it is. Jeff says Book Knight is playing. Was it just announced that he was playing? I haven't seen it announced, but I was expecting him to play. Seth says, makes sense. Bill McDonald says Virginia's not going anywhere. Okay. No problem. I guess I'm just the big swinging dick with 2K on him to win 50K. But hey, it wouldn't be the first time I donk off 2K. Yeah, that UConn line is now up to 7. UConn line is now up to 7. Five and a half is a thing of the past. Jeff says USC has hoops. This man's got jokes. 4 minutes ago, thank you for that. All right, so one thing that I'm going to post and show to you guys. I'm not done with the free plays just yet. All right, I'm not done with just the free plays just yet. I got another little one for you guys. And I wouldn't say it's a little one, but it is a little wager. It's definitely a good one, in my opinion. I think it'll be a nice winner for everybody. And I already bet it, so wanted to put it out there. It's something that I think definitely cashes. And without further ado, just wanted to make sure we get it on the page properly. There you go. There you go. With all Oklahoma State in the first half, laying 6. I did a nice little $500 wager. Bet to win $500 on Oklahoma State in the first half. They are laying 6 in the first half, 11 for the game. I took them in the first half. And I think that one cashes nicely. So there's that one as well. And I'll put that one up on the board for everybody as well. Get our little hater song rolling. Glenn W. upgrading. Glenn, what's going on, my brother? Welcome to the nation. To the family side. Get that up there for everybody. Oops. Get you another one up there for everybody. There you guys can see the wager one more time. Matt, very welcome. So there's that one. Remember, members only video will be out later on. Give it about an hour. Eric, you like that hater song? I know, right? Haters make us famous. Glenn W, you found it on the PC. Good to know. Yeah, Matt, that's definitely why. Jeff dropping that news for us. Book night playing. Matt, it was up on the board. Just hit the rewind button. J-Rock says, OK State is okay, but Iowa State sucks. I do agree. I know, Brent. The board, trust me. The board is expensive. That board is a $5,500 interactive whiteboard. So it's beneficial for me to use it. You know what I mean? Or they stop buying me this cool shit. You know what I mean? So it was just me making a little stand. Some people made a couple comments, so I said, screw them. I won't let them use the board for a little while. But anyways, there we have it. Deal, Jeff. Deal. I'll probably cash both. But anyways, good luck to everybody. Remember, members only video will be dropping in about an hour. So come join the green side. Click that join button. Remember, today is the last day for buy 3 days of soccer. Get 3 days free. That deal ends at midnight tonight. Soccer has not started yet. You have a little over an hour and a half before the first soccer play of the day will drop. It will be another winning soccer day, so don't miss out there. Also, the combo package is back. Buy a week of premium plays, a week of my personal plays. Yes, you get both. Guaranteed Saturday, the Sunday guaranteed play, as well as the UFC Max Fight Pick for $300, all included in your package. That is up as well. And again, remember, game of the week is tomorrow. Game of the week is tomorrow. So busy week. Todd, yes, there will be a members only video for all YouTube exclusive members here in a little bit. Do I like Xavier? I think it's going to be a close game. I don't have any money on that side, though, or on that game at all. Live show Thursday for all members. Members content today for all members as well. So it's going to be a fun time. All right, folks. Yes, Nathan, game of the week tomorrow. Alonzo, if you have an active soccer, can you get another one? Absolutely. The thing is, when we have a deal like buy 3, get 3 free, you can buy it as many times as you want it. So if you want 6 more days of soccer, buy it once. If you want 12, buy it twice. If you want 18 or 24, buy it 3 or 4 times. If you want a month, buy it 5 times. But if you're going to be buying it 5 times, I definitely recommend just buying a year for $1,000. Much better deal. All right, folks, I'm out. Enjoy your Tuesday. Wager responsibly. And it's going to be a great day today. Again, looking for another back-to-back sweep on my personal plays, so don't miss out. Good luck, everybody. And please, wager responsibly. We'll see you guys all in the members video, as well as the live show tomorrow morning. Good luck, everybody.